Shaina NC is in the studio, spokesperson of the BJP, Ranjana Kumari, Director, Centre for Social Research and Activist, Sudha Ramalingam. She's at the Madras High Court. And my first question is to Ami Yagnik, Congress spokesperson. Now, Ms. Ami Yagnik, this Shweta Menon does not say that the incident did not happen. Right? She does not say, therefore, point number one, therefore, she does not say the incident did not happen. She does not say she was not groped. She does not say she was not degraded. In fact, she says that as a woman she was degraded, that she was let down, she was physically touched by a member of parliament. Your party spokesman in Delhi says the woman is wrong because the man is over 70 years old. I don't want to take names, but there have been many cases of several other much older people who have been accused of doing unmentionable things. So why? What is the message you are sending, Ms. Yagnik, by letting this member of parliament get away? Ami Yagnik?
Arnav?
Yes, I'm waiting.
Yes, Arnav? Yes, I heard you, and I've also seen what the lady has said and what has gone into the withdrawal of the case and what the member of parliament had to say. It is really very, very sad, and it is definitely very painful for a woman to go and register a case of molesting or any harassment at a public function. So I am really pained to see that women still have these harassment incidents going on. Of course, she has withdrawn the case, the legal case which is under section 354 of the IPC, but she has said that she consulted her husband, her father, her Guruji. That is what the news say, and she has withdrawn the case. That is one part of it. The second part of it, that
what
because
it's a public
function,
is there something called propriety in public life?
1 minute.
When you're a member of parliament, can you just get away scot-free by just saying, I'm sorry?
Yes, I am coming to that. I am really saying that this has to be taken note of. We are here for women's empowerment, women's dignity. We have laws in place, but unfortunately...
No, but your party in Delhi... your party in Delhi has said that the woman... They have said the woman has it all wrong. The woman doesn't know he's a 70-plus man. So they have said the fault is that of the woman, and what does age have to do with it?
What does age have to do with it?
It's a ridiculous argument to say the man is over 70 years old, so the woman must be wrong. Then let it be said tomorrow that all men over 70, you don't
touch a woman is.
What argument is that? Ami Yagnik,
that cannot be that cannot be an argument.
Did the incident happen? One second. Did the incident happen? Did the incident happen?
The person has gone with photographs of the function. He has gone to the investigating agency. He has personally apologized.
Apology means nothing.
What apology has he given? He has said, 1 minute.
We're getting a first counter.
Please
counter from Shaina NC, please.
Just please get your facts correct. The member of parliament says that I was the organizer of the function and therefore I am sorry that, she felt very hurt. What nonsense is he talking? You have something called propriety in public life. He is a member of parliament. He is 73 years old. There is ample footage to show how he has fondled her, how he has held her. The actress goes to register a complaint and the collector himself says, either you speak or I speak. I think you've had a chance, so you
let me... Okay, Ami Yagnik, here the counter response. Let me say this. Let me say this. 1 minute.
We are not able to do it.
1 minute.
What are you not able to do? Take action when you have footage. Take action when you know
the... We collectively are not able to protect. We are collectively are not able to do it.
No, collectively
means what? Selectively or collectively?
No, 1 second. Is it true or not that Congress party activists... Is it true or not? Is it true or not? Let me complete now, please. Excuse me. Is it true or not that Congress party activists burned the actress's effigy in Kollam? So Congress party activists will burn the effigy of the actress because she goes and complains that a Congress member of parliament was groping me? Is it true or not that these party activists walked through the main road in Kollam and warned they would continue their protests against her? Is it true or not that the district Congress president tried to cast aspersions on her
and said he is an old man?
Here a woman's dignity is at stake.
If the woman's dignity is at stake, what action do you take against the man who put her dignity at stake?
Should not happen, but why politicize this issue? We have taken note of it. Definitely
even the collector did not even listen to her complaint.
On propriety basis.
Today, what action has your party central leadership taken on this case?
We have taken note of it. We will definitely look into it.
When you will sack him?
Note of it.
You will sack the MP? Will you sack him? Will you tell him to leave Parliament? So you cannot behave like that. Be a parliamentarian and behave like that. And just because the woman withdraws the case, it cannot be the end of the case. I've got Ranjana Kumari here. The visuals are on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, of what happened. I won't be judgmental about this. I'll let the pictures speak. Look at these pictures today and ask yourself, is this the way? Is this the manner? Is this the manner in which you expect a public representative to behave with anyone? You know, a woman who is there to do a professional job. Is this the way you nudge her? You push her? You physically touch her? And then your party people come and intimidate her to the point where she has to
if the person has indulged into this activity, he will have to face the charges. He will have to go on the case.
When?
The case it is going on. The investigating agency has all the clippings, all the proof. Let it go on.
Oh, really? So
if a parliamentarian behaves
Ranjana Kumari, please, please understand this. You see,
the case has to go on.
No, you have to understand when in this case complainant under pressure or otherwise takes back the case, then it's not a question of legality anymore. Legally, the case becomes weak. But just because maybe this person was told to withdraw the case, whatever in her best interest or otherwise, does not mean the case is over. Now let me tell you this, Ami Agnik, I think you understand the law.
We cannot go into that, but the case
we have to go into that.
The case has to go on. These kind of incidents can
Ranjana Kumari,
Yes,
Ranjana, I'm sorry, but no politician in this country, no politician from no party has the right to behave like that. Any politician behaves like that, he should be thrown out. He certainly cannot be a lawmaker. Yes, please. Ranjana Kumari.
Arnav, I think it's the most shameful thing that has happened. For 4 reasons, action must be taken. First of all, he has committed a crime, and this cannot be just, otherwise people can commit the crime and they can just apologize. It's a typical example of a woman who's of some position, some power, but still she had to buckle in to the pressure, perhaps by the family, by the fraternity, by the political class, to really say, okay, fine, I pardon you, but that does not mean that he has not committed a crime. And secondly, you see, this is the reason political party, this is the time for Congress to clean the filth in the party. Why so few women join political parties and the membership of political parties remain only 3 to 4% as far as women are concerned, and similar is the case of Congress party, because this is how the people in public places and politicians behave with women. This kind of a violating dignity of a woman and then just saying I'm sorry, age has nothing to do with that, because we know that we cannot argue for somebody being very old or very young who has done it. This violation of dignity of a woman, and she has been under the pressure to pardon him. That does not mean that he has not committed a crime, especially a member of a political party whose leader is a woman, who's led by a woman. This kind of a political party, if he is not punished, if he has not been thrown out of the party, he is not asked to resign from his membership, I think it is shame.
Today,
this is very, very shameful. Repeatedly such incidents happen, and people sitting in position of power also send a message that they can get away with that, so they continue doing it. They do not respect. I can tell you thousands of examples, not 1, 2, 10, 100, where women in political parties can come forward if they have the courage to tell you that how they are treated by their political colleague, by the leadership, and by the other people who can influence.
No, one second. Her statement.
Their own situation depends.
In this case, simple question here is, let's get Sudha Ramalingam in, then open it up. The fact is, she has not denied the incident took place, and her statement was recorded by a police on a complaint of the DYFI, which is the youth wing of the CPIM. So she's not the complainant. The police is duty bound. Yes, of course, if you put her in a situation where she has to take back the case, she's never going to admit it. But if she has to take back the case, then the case becomes weak, and therefore today the question is more of propriety than of legality. Ms. Ramalingam, your response to the Congress spokesperson.
I would like to first bring to your attention, Arnab, about the case in 2006 when a TV newsreader preferred a complaint to the Kingfisher Airlines about being harassed by P.J. Joseph of then Kerala minister. What happened? The CM himself took up the issue after a complaint was also brought to his notice. And then an IG of police came to Chennai and recorded her statement. She actually did not succumb to any of the pressures, went on to see that the case is taken up by the court itself, but from 3/8/2006 she had to fight the case. On 11/5/2009 he was acquitted. You know why? The matter itself was posted before another judge, and then a lot of manipulations had happened. Despite that being predominant evidence to show that the then Kerala Minister P.J. Joseph had committed the offence, but still he was acquitted. But having said this, even if a person is being acquitted of charges, the party can take suo motu action. These are offences involving moral turpitude. Offences involving moral turpitude, as far as a government servant is concerned, could be taken cognizance of by the government itself, by the state, by the department, and he be punished for by disciplinary action being taken against them. So even if this woman has withdrawn her complaint, what happens is the Congress party can take necessary action against the erring MP.
Exactly. So it's that's the point. But problem is today Ami Yagnik is hiding behind the argument that let the law, let the law. What do you want, Ami Yagnik? Can I ask you something? You want the law to... No, one sec. Ami Yagnik, let me complete, please. I have a right to ask my question. I today want to take away my right to have an opinion poll, but I hope till at least today you are not taking away my right to ask questions. And in fact, we'll have the opinion poll regardless of whether you like it or not. The question is simply this, that in this case, in any case, you cannot say that a compromise between an accused, right, and a possible victim is never a ground, it's not a ground for shutting up the case. And the fact is the Supreme Court has actually held, Ami Yagnik, that compromise in cases of rape are out of the question. So I say in a case of molestation also, or any crime against women for that matter, any crime against women, you can't say, oh, compromise ho gaya, or whatever, the woman has pulled back the complaint and hence, can we please get on with it? It's not an argument here, Ami Yagnik.
No.
So when will you take action against this MP and how?
Whenever there is a woman who complains, there cannot be compromises.
For God's sake, for God's sake. I am asking about the law. The law is not the law is not a contract. The law is not a contract between the victim and an accused. The law is not a contract between the victim and the accused. The law stands taller than anything else. The law has to be applied regardless of whether or not the victim in the case has the capacity, the will, or the resources to fight the case themselves. I thought you would be on the side of the application of the law, Ami Yagnik. But you seem to have put yourself on the side...
I am.
No, you are not.
I am
not
very
in this
much
case.
on the side of the law. I am saying that she should get justice. Even if she has witdrawn the case will go on. She has withdrawn
Case will go on. What action? What do you mean case will go on? For how long? For how long? How is your patience greater than mine?
Of course.
1 minute. I just want to make
the investigating agency has got so much proof, so many photographs, let the case go on.
What go on?
Every woman has to get justice. Her dignity has to be restored.
You're getting a count.
Don't say...
Shaina.
Not on the side of the law.
Shaina.
Okay, now I just want to state 2-3 facts. The Chief Minister has been absolutely silent. Shweta, when she went to register the case, she said in her complaint itself that the district collector of Kollam did not even cooperate. He, in fact, reverted to say that I have got no complaint, not orally, not written. He didn't comply. When she finally gave this statement, she said that how there is photographic evidence to prove how he molested her. Despite that, there's been no reaction at all. The member of parliament has the audacity to say that I apologize because I was the organizer of the event.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why
there's no sincerity in that.
It saddens me that she was hurt. Now, clearly, there are things which are called propriety in public life, and there is a legal cost which will go on. But surely, if the Congress party and if the Congress president, who herself happens to be a woman, chooses to take a high moral ground vis-a-vis propriety in public life, it can happen. Legality is another aspect. There is evidence there. If you're going to bring this kind of an argument, which is let law take its course,
tell me tonight,
then let everything go on the way it's going on. Let hundreds of MPs touch hundreds of women, and let all women who get molested get this kind of treatment.
So tell me tonight, Ami Yagnik, on the May 15th, Sonia Gandhi says, it pains me that we have failed to counter it, violence in society, and create a safe environment in which girls and women can flourish without being constantly forced to live in fear of abuse and molestation. Tell me today whether in the context of what Sonia Gandhi said, this member of parliament can be allowed to continue. Also tell me, on August 2013, Sonia Gandhi says, we realize that just making laws and announcing policies would not be enough to empower women. Along with it, policies and laws will have to be properly implemented on the ground. Tell me today, as you see these pictures, Ami Yagnik, and you hold your heart and say this today, that as you see the pictures of what Shweta Menon has gone through and the defiant denials of the member of parliament and the fact that your party is not taking any action, tell me, do you feel that Sonia Gandhi's words are being effectively implemented on the ground by your own party MP and your own party leaders?
I, as a woman, as a woman lawyer, I feel sad to see this incident, despite there being laws.
Sadness does not help.
I'm sure that we are going to
an expression of sadness does not help.
But there is visual proof.
No, we will see to it. We will see to it that now, even in public,
and you have to raise a voice in your own party.
No, are you willing to raise your...
We are going to look into it, and we have to see that they are implemented.
No, Ranjana Kumar. Yes, Ranjana Kumar.
The signal is very wrong. You see, the signal is going very wrong. On the one side, your party president, your leader says that, this kind of treatment meted out to women will not be tolerated. On the other side, such people who are really framers of policies, who are makers of laws, sitting in the parliament, are behaving in the way they are behaving and getting away. What is the message? Message is that you can pressurize a woman, whichever
and
position of power she may be, she can be pressurized. Second thing is also that the party tolerates such kind of things. Your party has space for people who violate women and can still let law take its own course. But there is nothing which stops political action. She can definitely take an action against such people. Why should you only
why does your
women in the party not raise voice to take proper action against such person? He has to be told, and by that a message has to be sent to all members of the party that this kind of a behavior will not be tolerated within the political party. Why can't that be done?
Or are you saying today...
Should be done and not to be done has to be done.
Sudha Ramalingam also coming in. Sudha Ramalingam, yes please. And then I'm going to go back to...
What is the National Women's Commission or the State Women's Commission in Kerala doing? What can take suo motu action. They can actually constitute an inquiry. They can also take action against this erring of MP. Everyone is silent. It's only the thing that media seems to be taking up such issues. It seems to be a knee-jerk reaction, nothing much more than that. There is quite a possibility for action being taken against him, even if the complainant has withdrawn the complaint. And as far as the complainant is concerned, the victim has got a right also to withdraw when it is only a minor offence. It doesn't mean that the entire prosecution should stop with it. I think women's commissions are keeping quiet.
Where are the women's commissions tonight on this? No, why in our society? My question to Ami Yagnik is, if this were to happen again, you understand the message that you're sending, Miss Ami Yagnik, that a woman who is treated like this will be then pressurized by a political party. People will burn her effigies. If she goes and complains, we'll burn your effigies. Then we will shout slogans against you. Then we will march on the streets. Then we will warn that if you complain and you don't take back the complaint, we will continue protests against you. Then our senior leaders, and listen to me, Ami Yagnik, very carefully, then our senior leaders will question your character. And then at one point of time, we will even say that because you've done models, you've been a model in some ads, therefore, it raises questions about your career decisions. We will go back and open your entire file. We will denigrate you. We will disrespect you. We will take advantage of the fact, Ami Yagnik, that you're an only and sole woman. And if in these situations, after all of this, Ami Yagnik, you have to take back the case, then we will also say that the case has been taken back, so can the media please keep quiet? I am asking you tonight, Ami Yagnik, what is this? No, what is this?
Each and every question. The message that is going out is that we are unable to protect our women.
So why don't you do something?
We need to have proper rules of conduct in place. We need to have a proper implementation mechanism for these laws to go to the people and see that the
what about what happened? The laws are there. The laws are there, but tell me, Ami Yagnik, how many of your party? How many? No. 1 second. You tell me today.
But right now, we need to have a larger issue to be dealt with.
The larger issue I will deal with, but I am taking care of specific examples. The larger issue I will deal with.
What can be the larger issue than this? Because, you know, look at the safety and security of women has become such a concern in the country. Globally, people are looking at India and asking questions.
At every level, at the legal system level, at the judicial system level, at the bureaucratic level, at the social level, and the mindset level, we all have to do a collective effort.
What collective?
Instead of putting blame on everyone.
No, start now. 1 second. Shaina is rebutting you now, please. Yes, Shaina.
You know, when there is a question mark, we can debate about it. Here, there is no question mark. There's visual proof. There is a girl who goes for an event. She is malhandled by a 73-year-old member of parliament who doesn't deserve to be in parliament. Then she goes and tries to complain. The district collector does not even register that complaint. She goes and registers a complaint saying how she has been completely humiliated, after which there is a certain kind of pressure brought on her. The member of parliament says that he's apologizing only because he was organizing the event, and if she is hurt, he chooses to apologize. What message is this? This kind of tells you that if somebody in public life chooses to malhandle you, the party will stay mum because they'll say that, you know, there's legality and there's the legal course which is taking its course the way it should. The girl has withdrawn the case. There is no further question of any action that we should have taken. The action needs to be taken within the party. You can be a legitimate voice of dissent if you choose to. The women in your party itself can raise this issue, that here you have a 73-year-old member of parliament, you have enough evidence, and despite the fact that she may have chosen to withdraw, and why did she withdraw? Let's understand that also. What are the pressures that were brought on her? Is it the pressure?
Is it a question of forgiveness? I mean, you know,
is it a question of forgiveness or is it coercion?
She may forgive. But it's not a question of whether she forgives.
How can she forgive?
No, it's not a... No, there are, by the way...
That means message is that women across the country should forget. They should not complain. They should just keep quiet. They should just say, okay, fine.
No, you know
nothing has happened to me. This is not acceptable.
No, the worrying part of all this is that there were Congress party activists who burnt her effigy. So tell me, Ami Yagnik, do you think those party activists should all be lined up? They should have cases filed against them for the intimidation of a woman? And has that been done? When will it be done? How soon will it be done? Will their pictures be taken out? Will they be picked up one by one? Will we have examples made of them? So that fear goes into the hearts of those people who want to be so cowardly as to put pressure on a woman who has already been through that experience. So when will that happen, Ami Yagnik? When will that happen?
Arnav, all this is taken note of. It will definitely
taken note of is no, 1 second. What is taken note of?
That will be taken lightly. It will not be taken lightly.
No.
But here
so you admit that till tonight it's being taken lightly. You admit that till tonight it has been taken lightly. You admit it's been taken lightly till now. By not going all out.
When such an issue, when effigy is being burnt and when people are indulging into this, it is definitely a serious thing. And
so what has been done?
That this cannot be tolerated.
So what has been done? What has been done? Sudha Ramalingam wants to
So we are doing whatever we have to do.
When?
But we have to look at the larger issue. That is what I am saying.
When?
Let
and
that
what?
message
And
go
how?
that we all have to make an effort to
what
see
all?
that
It's your government. I believe it's your government.
Fraternity that has stood up and said that action needs to be taken.
We want the action.
You've had no action from the Chief Minister. You've had no action from anyone else. It's only the Malayalam film.
Sudha Ramalingam, please, and then we are closing. You see, I think at least we are getting agreement.
I would like to just state that...
I just want to...
Sudha Ramalingam, please. Sudha Ramalingam.
Share with Ami Yagnik. You know, is there a sexual harassment at workplace committee within the political party? Is there a committee in Congress party? It is mandatory that any kind of institution should have a committee. That committee can take suo motu action if they get to know something like that has happened. So is that committee put into action? Has that committee been asked to meet to be able to take care of this case? Because they've seen it's all visual. It's nothing is hidden. So even by her extending an apology, the message is that every woman should keep quiet and just accept.
Okay, one last word. Sudha Ramalingam, 2 minutes into the debate. 2 minutes into the debate, we will give the Congress the last word, but Sudha Ramalingam.
See, indecent, deviant and intimidating behavior of the MP will have to be actually taken cognizance of very seriously by its own party. You cannot excuse such persons, and excusing such persons is going to actually empower everyone, every other accused to behave like that. I think it is high time that the party itself takes a disciplinary action against him and send a proper message that such people cannot be in politics at all. People will also have to shun him out and ensure that justice be done.
They should vote him out.
1 second. Question is, if a member of a ruling party behaves like that, what message is sent out? 1. What action will Meera Kumar take upon this? 2. What action will the state government take upon this? 3. What action will the political party take upon this? And 4. If none of the above take action, what message will be sent out? Let's think about it. But one thing is clear. Till the government acts, there won't be justice in this case. We want to see which side takes justice, takes note of this suo motu. People are watching. I thank you all. Ami Yagnik, here's an opportunity to clear up the house within, isn't it? Clear up the house within. Charity begins at home. Action also begins at home, Ami Yagnik. I'm sure you acknowledge that. Thank you very much for joining me on this debate tonight. Thank you.